Hey guys, this is Ankit and I welcome to all of you on our channel QWS Cap. I hope you have completed your round 1, that is online assessment for Mindtree. So in this video we are going to discuss some of the important things, like if your round 1 didn't go well, then what you have to do, and your recent interview questions also I have bring in this video, which is for your round 2 technical interview, and when the result will be announced for the round 1. So many students are asking like when will be the round 1 result will be announced. So we will discuss in this video each and everything. So see this video till the end, don't miss anything in this video. How you have to crack the technical interview, that also we will be discussing in this video. So see this video in 1.25x speed, but don't skip anything. See this video till the end. Okay, so first of all, let's see the selection process. So round 1 will be the online assessment that you have completed. Now round 2 will be the technical interview, that duration will be 30 to 40 minutes. So this video we will talk about technical interview, how you can crack it, and what are the recent interview questions is there that I have bring for you in this video. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so first we'll talk about if your round 1 didn't go well, then what you have to do. Don't take much stress on yourself, okay, and don't lose the hope. Might be you can get selected for the second round. Mindtree is mass hiring company, so might be they can take more number of students, so might be you can get shortlist for the technical interview. So don't be panic and don't wait for the result, and start preparing for round 2 technical interview. Okay, might be you get selected and they conduct the interview in just within 2-3 days after the result, so you won't get time to prepare for your interview. So don't waste your time and prepare for your interview. Okay, so what you have to prepare, that I will tell you in this video. So most essential technical topics. So as you know that we don't have much time, so first of all we have complete or essential technical topic, which is they are going to ask at most in the interview. Okay, so what are the topics that we will discuss in this video? So first of all they will ask you about your self introduction. So for self introduction you should be give a best self introduction that will show how you are confident enough in your interview, also that will give a best impression on your interviewer about you. So I have given the best template in the description box, so go to description box and click on that link. You will get best template ever for the self introduction. Okay, after that you have to prepare about your projects. So you should be very good at your projects, and they can ask deep questions in your project. So be confident on your projects, whatever you are mentioning in your resume. And coming to third topic is oops, object oriented programming. That is very important. Okay, without oops should not go in interview. Okay, so you have to complete each and everything in the oops. Don't leave any topic in the oops, because oops is very important. 100% they are going to ask the questions from the object oriented programming. Okay, so fourth point, most asked programming questions in the interview. So most asked programming interview questions, you have to go through that and you have to practice in the online compiler. Okay, whenever interviewer going to ask you about some programming questions, okay, they will ask you to write on the online compiler, but first you have to make the logic, build the logic for that programming question in the pen and paper. So ask the permission from the interviewer, say like take the pen and paper to build the logic. Okay, and after that you proceed with your online compiler. That will give a good impression on the interviewer, that first you are applying the logic, thinking about the logic through the pen and paper, and after you are going for the online compiler and not writing the directly the code. So that will give a good impression on the interviewer. Okay, now coming to fifth thing is DSA. So in DSA don't go deep and dive. What you have to do, essentially you should know the implementation of the all data structures. Okay, if you can't do all the data structure, at least do stack, queue and linked list. These three data structure, I want that you should know the implementation of these three data structure. In which programming language you are convenient, go for that programming language and just practice and write the implementation in the online compiler. Next thing is your strong programming language. So which programming language you are strong, either Java, C++, C or Python. Just go through all the questions, all the topics, and you should make sure that you should know each and every concept of that programming language. Okay, now coming to last point, that is basic SQL queries. So basic SQL queries which is most asked in the interviews, just go through those SQL queries and prepare accordingly. Okay, and I have mentioned each and every topic questions in this next slides, so don't skip anything, see this video till the end. So how you have to prepare, what questions you have to prepare about these topics, so you having that question in your mind, so don't worry, I have bring all the topics in these slides, and I will tell you what are the questions you have to prepare for each topic. Okay, so if you want mock interviews from my side, just ping me on this WhatsApp number or mail me on this mail ID. I will give you a mock interview session. In that, I will take your interview and I will tell you what are the things you have to add, how you have to reply your answer, how you have to behave in your interviews. Everything we will discuss in that mock interview. So don't miss that. Just ping me on this WhatsApp number and just book your slot. Okay. So now moving forward, our technical interview. So I have bring the technical interview with the topic wise. Okay, so you can see first question they can ask about your introduction yourself. Okay, must they will be asking this question. Second, they will be going about your projects, so you should be very confident on your projects, and what are the questions they can ask in your projects I have mentioned at here. So don't worry, just go through these questions, relate with your project, and try to answer according to your project about these questions. Okay, now coming to third section, I have given the most asked programming questions. So just go through this programming questions and practice as much as possible. Okay, so they can ask like swapping two numbers without using third variable, palindrome program, armstock program. So some of the easiest program they can ask you to write on the online compiler. So what you have to do, first you have to take pen and paper and make a logic. Okay, and after go for compiler. By this what will happen, it will create one image in the interviewer mind that you are following the good approach. First you are making and building the logic in the pen and paper, and after you are going for the online compiler. So that's make a very good image about you in the interviewer mind. Okay, now let's see the fourth fourth section is object oriented programming. So I have added all the questions which is can be possible for the object oriented programming related. Okay, so just go through these questions and prepare as much as possible, just by heart or whatever you do, I don't care, but this question you should be very confident in this question while the answering. Okay, so that's what I want from you from the oops concept. Okay, now fifth is database. So database related, I told you go for SQL queries. Okay, so SQL queries will be very important. They can ask 1 to 2 SQL queries to write some basic SQL queries. Okay, and some of the theoretical questions also they can ask from the database. So I have mentioned here, just go through that and prepare. Okay, now coming to next slide, there I mentioned some of the DSA. Okay, DSA base, some of the theoretical topics, theoretical questions. DSA I told you before also, just go for stack, queue. Okay, and at least linked list. So these three I want that you should know for these three data structure implementation at least. Okay, because they can ask implementation for stack, queue and linked list. So just be aware about implementation alone. Okay, let's move the other another slide. So in this I have mentioned the Java questions. So many Java questions I have added here. Just go through these Java questions and prepare very well. If you are good at Java programming, then just go through these questions. If you are good at C++ or Python or C programming, then just let me know in the comment box. I will provide you the question for the this programming language according to your preference. Okay, either you are C++, Python or C programming, whichever you are comfortable, just comment it down and I will provide you the questions for this programming language. And if you have good knowledge in this Java and you are the following the Java programming, just go through these questions and prepare all questions you should prepare in the Java. Okay, now let's move the next slide. So in next slide I have added some of the C programming questions, so just you can go through this, and if you want some more questions in the C programming, just let me know in the comment box. And if you have your Java language, C++ language or Python language, any one language which is you are comfortable, you are not comfortable in C programming, just leave this. Okay, if you are not comfortable in the Java also, you can leave the previous slide questions. Okay, so that's what I am saying. and ninth section is operating system and computer network. So just go through these questions and just prepare for that. They won't ask much questions from the operating system and computer network, but at least if you have time, just go through these questions as well. But you have to be prepare the essential topics which I discussed before. First you have to complete those topics. After you have to move on another topics like operating system, computer network, and other things. Okay, but first essential topics you have to complete. Okay, now moving forward for the next slide, in the web development related questions I have added. Again, I'm saying if you are not familiar with web development, you can leave these questions. This questions is for who have done web development related projects. They can prepare questions. Coming to now next slide. So in the next slide we will see the miscellaneous questions. So in the miscellaneous questions I have added some of the Python, C++ related questions and other topics related questions. So just you go through these questions also. It will be really helpful for you. So if you want any other topics or any other skills you have, which is a very good skills you have, and you want interview questions for that skills, just comment me in the below and I will provide you the questions, interview questions for that skills. Okay, but again I am saying we have very less time, so just prepare for the essential topics first. Okay, so essential topics I have told you here, the essential topics we have discussed. Okay, so these are the essential topics. First you have to prepare. Your should be first priority should be these essential topics. After you have to move forward with other topics. Okay, so many people are asking when the round one result they will be going to announce. So they have to decide the cutoff and how many students they are going to shortlist for the technical interview. So everything they are going to decide. For that they will take minimum 1 week time according to me. So you have should wait for 1 week and prepare for your interview. Okay, I have given all the questions for the interview, so don't waste the time. Just prepare for your interview. This is a very good opportunity, you can get the job. Okay, all the questions I have provided. uh, if you want any other skills questions, okay, interview questions, just let me know in the comment box. I will bring for you on that skills. Okay, but first try to complete those essential topics which I given in the technical topics. So now let's see the tips from my side. So what you have to do in the interview, some of the easiest tips I will give you. Some simple things you have to do. What you have to do, be humble and look confident at the interviewer. Okay, you should be very calm, composed. Don't be hesitate to giving the answer. Be relaxed, sit relaxedly and give your answer. Listen very carefully the questions from the interviewer. First of all, you should not ask that come again or I didn't get your questions. Such type of things you just ignore and try to listen the question very carefully. But unfortunately, if you miss the question, then ask politely to interviewer that if you didn't get, then ask politely like sorry, can you come again please. So if you ask politely, that will be really good impression on the interviewer. Okay, third point is keep smile on your face while giving the answers. Okay, while giving the answers, don't be make your face like a sad. Keep some smile and give the answers, and also explain the answer by hand movement. So if you give hand movement while giving the answers, that really good impression will go on the interviewer. Okay, and be friendly with interviewer. Don't be so much serious, don't be too much nervous in the interviewer. Be friendly, be joyful in the interviewer. Okay, and if you want one-to-one mock interview, then contact me on this WhatsApp number. I will tell you how you have to behave in your interview, how you have to give your interviews. So that's all guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like our content, then please subscribe and press the bell icon button and give a thumbs up on this video. We are doing very hard work for you. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks again. Bye bye.